new bill before Congress would require young women for the first time to register for the draft, just like young men. ABC's Mary Alice Parks is on Capitol Hill this morning.
All right, Jerry, when you're right, you're right. Now I'm hooked.
It's here. Yo, I see nothing wrong with this, man. Y'all are some smart heifers, highly empowered feminists, allegedly. And you know I gotta be mindful, because when I use that word, I don't mean no ill harm, because you know, YouTube. So you know what? Y'all are very empowered. I have no problem with this.
Good morning, Eva. Yeah, this is interesting and would be a first. Now, it's been nearly 50 years since the government has actually inducted someone into the military through the draft, but still, young men have to register after they turn 18, and now Congress is again talking about whether women should have to too.
I'm in danger.
This is interesting. Yeah, you know, like, oh, Congress hasn't visited this in 50 years. We got to see how this is going to play out. Look, men actually have to sign up to get drafted in order to vote. And if they don't, they actually get in prison. So I don't even understand how y'all went unscathed all this time.
Ladies 18 to 26, hope you're ready to get drafted. It is not just the boys that will get drafted in World War III.
Ha ha! Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
No mystery that nearly every branch of the military has not been meeting its recruiting goals. The Air Force, the Army, the Navy missed by over 7,000 sailors, and the Coast Guard's not even real military, but we'll include them to be nice, but they missed too. And women being drafted into the military, this is not the first time this conversation has come up. Back in 2021, which doesn't he look so grumpy? Senator Hawley brought this back up in 2022, and I doubt he's forgotten it considering the saber rattling happening globally. And there are several other senators that are in support of women being required to register for the draft.
Yo, I don't know if any of y'all ever seen the movie Starship Troopers, when they actually had the ad in the movie talking about they're doing their part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Y'all about to do y'all part too. That's what they call it too in the TV show, The Federation. Y'all need to make sure y'all sign up for it, because you actually about to get enrolled into that just like everybody else. Needless to say, there was this one scene in here where Rico joins up with his friends and meet up with the recruiting officer. He shakes his hand and learns that he was also infantry too.
Infantry, sir.
Good for you. Mobile infantry made me the man I am today.
Needless to say, respect to all of the infantry members and those who have served. I have served as well, and I really appreciate it for all sexes. Yes, all of them.
Of course!
I mean, come on, let's go ahead and face some of the facts that social media has exposed. There are women out there who believe that they do things far better than men. Look, that's what social media will want us to believe, right?
Besides the recruiting crisis, this comes at a time when the president has approved an inactive reserves to be called back, approximately 3,000 personnel. And there are several consultants to the White House and the Pentagon, like Lieutenant Colonel Joe Plinzler, who has not only requested for women to be drafted, but a mandatory draft for all citizens. He thinks it'll help the public connect better with the government and why they make decisions.
He's also right. There's nothing more better to show you how to connect way better with Uncle Sam when you're working for him. It's going to build character. Yeah, I think this would be a great overall for everyone to do. You'll be able to fight for your country, get more discipline, understand what it is to actually put hours to dollars, and to be grateful and appreciative, especially for the average man out here that helped build today's society. And honestly, look here, ladies, I'm really on y'all side, to be honest. I'm just actually helping spread awareness to the messages that y'all been putting online in the media, like this.
Are women more valuable than men?
Yes.
Why?
Because we're better.
Because they can give birth to children and we can't.
He's just trying to get some ass.
And without women, you wouldn't be able to have kids. I mean, without men, you wouldn't be able to have kids, technically.
Shut your
But, like, who's gonna raise them, you know?
So if a woman can't have kids, does that mean she's less valuable?
No.
No.
So what makes women more valuable even if they can't have kids?
Because we're awesome, understanding, better communicators. I feel like we think logically.
What are you, fucking stupid?
They're nicer to look at in the end.
You a simp!
They think more logically and they're nicer and they're awesome just because they're women. Sign them up for the Federation. Do your part.
Women have value, don't get me wrong, but like somewhere behind that valuable woman is a man instilling that value in her.
You got to be shitting me right now. Apparently because women are awesome, they're nice to look at, they can birth children, and they actually think way more logically than men. Well, what that actually means to me is that you are all way more than capable of actually being able to do a man's job, woman's job, empowerment. So I do actually want to say this, that women have already started planning loopholes to actually be able to counteract being ever drafted into the military, like this this one right here.
I have a solution to the women being drafted problem. And if you're a woman ages 18 to 24, you need to listen to this. And if you haven't heard yet, they're proposing a bill to draft anyone ages 18 to 24, whether you are male or female.
26, by the way.
This is my proposed solution. We're going to reverse their asses. Remember how last June they overturned Roe versus Wade? If that bill passes, go get pregnant. Go get fucking pregnant. They can't make you have an abortion, and they can't draft a pregnant woman.
Oh, you crazy.
The things that they would do to try to avoid accountability and take all of the incentives out in life. I mean, this actually happens with service members that pretty much are currently in, or it actually happens with members who are not even in the service. Well, newsflash for you, sweetheart. They'll put your ass in a delayed entry program and you still finna go serve your country. I don't know what the hell you think. Oh, and men will do it too. But men can't get pregnant. So what's their excuse? Well, they just go try to leave the country. And honestly, you would go ahead and get jailed. Imprisoned.
Well, I'm not ready to be a mom. Are you ready to be a soldier? Are you? Because if you go over there and get injured, the VA is going to do the bare fucking minimum, I can promise you, to help you. But the government will help you raise a baby.
That's one of the things I would say. The government will help you raise a baby. You mean to tell me you would rather create another destroyed family instead of actually just serving your country? All right, fellas, I already know what y'all thinking, that there's no way women would actually stoop this low to avoid any type of accountability. Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, they will. Exhibit A, here you go. She's not even in the service and she's already plotting on how to not protect our country. Like, nah, man, you need to go ahead and actually... Oh, wait a second. Hey, what y'all just saw right there, don't pay no mind to that. That's just another form of certain people not being held accountable for their actions. Y'all don't know about it, go look that name up.
There's really nothing at this point. So my therapist was like, you should do some mindfulness. So I'm being mindful, and I have made a long, detailed list of why I should not be considered for the draft.
And y'all think men actually want to be drafted? Doesn't matter, it's a standard. Go ahead and slap them damn boots on and a helmet and get out there. I did.
I don't want to be drafted. Big thank you to the uber feminists out there. You know, the ones who are like, women can do anything, yeah. I can do everything a man can do. You opened your big trap. Had to open your big trap. Now women might be drafted in the military. And you can't even complain about it because you wanted this. You wanted equality for all.
Women will now be required to register for selective service, which would enable them to be drafted.
You guys wanted equality. You guys said anything he can do, I can do better. Ándale, ahí les llega. Show him you can do better. Stop complaining. Sign your name. Come onto the dark side.
Get up! We got cookies and lobster and steak.
If I get drafted to the war, I'm gonna say an explosive diarrhea every day. Close quarters. Nobody's gonna want that.
No, I do not want to do that. So I think you're being like really toxic and honestly gaslighting me. And my therapist said I do not have to deal with that.
Should women be drafted for war? Wow. That's too tough for me to answer.
Sure, I'll fight for this country.
Yeah.
Believed in it.
I like her. She already looked like she a service member. She tatted up. She already looked like she in shape. I approve this message, and so does Uncle Sam.
It is. I mean, do I want to be drafted? Drafted. Not for last one. Not for me. No from you.
Saying a lot of women are going to be getting drafted. What are you going to do if I get drafted?
I'll pack your bags for you.
This is serious.
You can find all your cute little camo outfits. Be good to go.
I wonder who else is going to be there.
And look here, even though I'm clowning right now and whatnot, just please understand this. There are ladies out there that's currently serving right now who didn't even sign the dotted line forcefully. They went willingly and they actually doing their time and whatnot. So I don't even know what y'all talking about. They actually got in shape. They did everything like that. And like I said before, it's going to just build character. So I think y'all will be pretty fine and whatnot and enjoy, and even the relationships and bonds that you'll be able to make. Strap them damn boots on. But let's go ahead and be honest here. I'm pretty sure one of them gonna end up flipping a tank.
Getting stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all.
That is exactly what the military drafted women are probably going to end up doing, destroying equipment. But it also does bring in that one time from the Man vs. Wild video where men and women were both together in the survival game. Who do y'all think made it out?
To get to the island, the women have no choice but to swim to the shore in the clothes they're wearing.
No dry clothes and no fire.
Boy, them boys somersaulting damn near in the water, bruh.
It's gonna take hours.
We got 0 sleep last night. We stayed up the entire night, and we haven't had fire because it rained.
Yo, man, the boys was out there even creating a fire while starting a whole new society and dancing, while the women out there was just contemplating on how to even create a fire or how to put it out, getting rained on, and actually looking very miserable and sad. Y'all got this.
So now we haven't eaten. There's the sun.
And you know what? I really just think we're in a part of society where we all need to understand certain roles and actually be able to get acquainted with all of them. And you know what? That's fine. You want us to cook and clean? We'll go ahead and cook and clean. You want to go ahead and cut the grass? You go cut the grass. And now I am going off on fucking tangents out in here. Look, social media got this whole gender war thing that's going on. And honestly, for men's channels like mine, we're just bringing awareness, especially for the men who are still asleep, not understanding and knowing what the system is. I think we all should really just be together, being able to enjoy each other's company and actually be able to benefit one another. And if you actually are liking this new sign and the idea that I have, remember that this is one of the first places I'm pretty sure you're seeing it here first. And please let me know down in the comments below what you think of the topic and actually the sign. I hope you all actually enjoyed this content. Until next time, sign up for the Federation.